I'm Dan Restuccio for Post Perspective. Recently, I had the chance to visit Sugar Studios' new penthouse post-production facilities at the Wiltern building in downtown Los Angeles. Chris Harrington was kind enough to give me a tour. Let's go take a look.
See all that?
Yeah, of course. Come on in, guys.
All right.
And we'll show you on the knife, too. So, guys, we're a soup to nuts post facility, okay? So, you come in here for feature films. So, you come in here with your data, and you can walk out with your movie. So, these are all our VFX stations here. We got 12 stations here. These are all very high powered. We got 740 cores here. So we just got done doing a 600 shot feature up here. And our in-house soup is also available to go out into the field and supervise on production as well. And then this is our, behind us right here is, we've got a 4K Barco projector, so we can do color in here.
Yeah.
And we can also do, it's a reference room.
5171 and Dolby Atmos?
Yeah.
So you got the speakers in the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys are messing around.
Yeah, so all of those chairs, you know, have, you can go back if you want, relax.
No
Everything's-
D-box though, right?
What's that?
No D-box, right?
No D-box.
Also,
But I know the national sales manager for that. I'm vice president of that company.
this is Jim Pace from AID, the owner of AID. So Jim is who designed basically the inner workings of this theater. Helped to, basically chose all the equipment, the configuration, the technical design, and the construction as well.
Well, we managed the construction.
Managed the construction.
And the acoustics.
Could not have been done without this guy right here.
So what's unique about setting something up for Atmos? It's not like the same for like 7.1 or...
Well, no, I mean, unlike the record business, you can actually count on standards to be carried from the production through post-production all the way to the home. When you deal with a record, you're dealing, okay, a couple of speakers, how big they are, how they sound, all that stuff can vary all over the place. But because a company like Dolby can actually standardize on what it's supposed to be, you build toward a standard and a spec. And then you look at something like a room like this and you say, okay, how do I make this as attractive and as comfortable and as good sounding as possible? And then the beauty of the electronics of it all is that when you play this information back in another Atmos room, it translates it to be exactly the same way.
Yeah.
So you were just, what you just said.
So this is a dual purpose room. So we can do our 4K color up here. And we do our full 5.1, 7.1 or Atmos, Dolby Atmos on our audio console down here.
And so are you like working on stuff now?
Yeah, we are.
You
We
can
just actually finished something that you guys can probably talk about, which is The Oath, which is QC Entertainment. They did the Get Out. They were the producers for Get Out. We just finished The Oath, which is Ike Barinholtz. He wrote, directed, and starred in this movie. And it's coming out in the theaters October 12th, 600. So that we just finished here at Sugar. And then we're also working on American Dreamer, which is a Jim Gaffigan movie, and Jim stars in this movie. It's directed by Derek Borte, and it's gonna be a really cool film. So we'll be doing final color and final mix for American Dreamer up here as well. And this is the only balcony at the Wiltern.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is the only balcony on this building.
Oh, this is nice, man.
So you can come out here and you can chill and have a little barbecue if you want to.
Please jump off here.
Yeah, right?
This is nice.
Yeah. You got a grill coming too? Oh yeah. We're gonna do some barbecuing out here.
This is really nice. This is North Place.
What?
Yeah, we built this too.
No, not this, all that. You're all
Yeah, we built all that.
Not this, all that.
Just actually, just
Yeah.
You didn't know that.
Yeah. Cool history here. This is the Wiltern in 1930, which is the year that the Wiltern was built. And you can see here, it says Warner, which Warner owned the theater originally. And it's called Wiltern because of Wilshire Western. Just the historical aspect of this building, the energy that's in this building because of the history, that lends to the whole creative vibe, you know, that we have. I mean, it just does. So it's cool. All right. So real quickly, you guys, here's the brains of the outfit. So you've got your 4K barcode projector here, and this is all the server, the main server. We've got a Facilis up here, all the amps for all the speakers. So this is the brains of the outfit right here. So we'll show you where this all started, right? You know. Yeah, where it all began.
Started on the 9th, but isn't there something on the 4th floor too?
There is.
Okay.
So here's what's something that's really cool about this whole facility and about Sugar. Is Sugar, you know, it started out as a sizzle and trailer company, and then it became a feature centric post company. And one of the main reasons why that is, come on out here. One of the main reasons is because when you make feature films, we all know that the post process is where you spend most of your creative time. So you spend 6-8 months, maybe even longer, depending upon, you know, the VFX heaviness of the picture. So the post process is the energy of the post process. If you can bring that same sort of creative collaboration that you have on the set between your director, your DP, you know, your PD, your production designer, all these different creatives, there's this energy that happens, and then all of a sudden it wraps. Everybody goes in their separate directions. But what we thought of is, you know what, why can't we bring that same sort of collaborative energy into the post process, where you have everything under one roof? Your data isn't in 5 different places in town. Your audio is one place, your VFX is one place, your color's over here, editorials somewhere else. So the whole concept here is really for us to get involved in the development stage, because if a director knows that this is where he's bringing his data, or her, if this is where they're bringing their data, and they know that they don't have to go anywhere else, that's a peace of mind that you can go into the set and you can concentrate on your craft. And ultimately, it's always about how do we find ways of being able to create better product at the end of the day. That's what Sugar is all about. It's about how do we create a better process, a more seamless process for the creative process. This is a little gathering area. Sometimes we do, you know, we'll set up scheduling in here for the team. We can all gather around here. This is one of our main edit bays in here. I want to take you in here, you guys, because I want to show you Paul's monitor, because it's one of the only monitors of its kind. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen a monitor like this, but there aren't very many of them out there. But that's a great, you know, monitor to put your timeline on, because you can see see a great deal of your time.
2-in-1, no seam. At this point, we do trailers for our feature clients mainly, as opposed to like seek out just trailer business, which has really worked out nicely, because instead of just focusing on trailers, we kind of just add them in as a nice part of the package.
So this is something that we really feel is super important for our process and what we offer, and that is a small psych stage. And what we do in here is a lot of filmmakers, a lot of our filmmakers, and when we do our own projects, we find that we insert stuff, we transition stuff in production. Sometimes we do it on purpose because we need to make our days, right? So we'll come in here and we'll do all of our transition stuff, we'll do all of our insert stuff. And you'd be amazed what you can do in this small little psych stage. We actually did a full beginning space sequence of a movie called The Recall, which is a Wesley Snipes alien abduction movie that was released last year. Had a small theatrical run, but it looks phenomenal. And it's all MOS, of
What
course.
happened is they just hadn't gotten to it yet. So I'm cutting the movie here, and they said, yeah, I said, what's up with this space sequence open? I knew it was coming. They're like, well, we haven't shot it. So we said, well, why don't we just shoot it here? Because they were going to go to a stage or whatever. And I said, great. And it just kind of organically came together. So it was another add-in that we kind of, and we just provided it for them. We did, like, we don't, rake people over the coals for these little extras. We just kind of throw them in and make it part of the package.
Yeah.
So it worked out really, really well.
And we do have our own cameras, so we have a Red, we have a Ursa, we have the Ursa Mini, and then we got some Blackmagic cinema cameras
and
as well.
obviously they
So.
can bring in whatever they want.
Yeah,
And it's not
absolutely.
a huge space, but we get it done.
Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt you guys real quickly. I just want to bring in the press in here. You guys can see.
No
Yeah.
photos, please. No photos. No photos.
This is our colorist, Bruce.
Hi.
Bruce Boland. Bruce.
Steve. Nice to meet you,
You
Steve.
know these gentlemen.
David.
Kevin.
David.
David. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Dan.
you.
Hi, Dan.
Nice to meet you too.
So
I
Bruce
know.
is.
Doing a documentary.
Mm.
Didn't turn into that. Didn't expect it, but it's turning into one.
So Bruce is a 25-year colorist. He's done. He's one of Gus Van Sant's main guys that he's a go-to. He's a very experienced colorist. We're lucky to have him, and he's on staff here. So
That's Chris.
we offer him up on any of our relationships that we bring in here to do their pictures. So, and this is an OLED right here. So this is one of these fancy. I think it's what 600 nits or something on this one. So
Yeah,
it's a really nice monitor, and the client sits here and is able to see it's fully calibrated and.
Yeah, it's a nice collaborative environment, working environment for sure.
We were just talking about the fact that, as a producer, as a filmmaker, this is the longest part of the process that you really spend creatively on making your picture. And we realized as a company and as partners that if we can control this process for our filmmakers and for us, for our own content, then we can better control the quality of the product, the picture. And we can also control the time to market, which is also important too, especially as we're evolving into, I dare we say, the Netflix world. Right, so.
We do.
Yeah.
We're all about it.
Yeah.
But that room and that color room you just in with Bruce, a lot of times we'll just set looks in there. Bruce will spend his first couple of weeks in there, and then we bring it up to the theater for final with the director and producers for final. A couple of days of final color. So they're complementary rooms. Same with this audio room. We'll show you.
All right, so we'll go on with the tour.
So this space is very collaborative and kind of open concept. So it's really where we're all mixing it up, working on the same project a lot of the times. Where I'm cutting, there's graphics going on area, and sometimes it's split up into different projects.
And this is another edit bay. This is another edit bay in here. We call this the Fishbowl. It's sound treated, so you can have a little bit more privacy in there if you want.
So this isn't a calibrated room. This is really for watching works in progress, rough cuts, visual effects spotting. We use it a lot for just utility.
Writing?
Writing, meetings.
No, absolutely.
But not in privacy.
So if you're a director and you're working in any bay in this company, you can come in here and just pull up your project, and you can watch your movie, a work in progress, in here in a theatrical environment.
Yeah, just get out of the bay and kind of
which is
open
key.
up your view a little bit. So it comes in handy. I like to do that as an editor. I never make final decisions in the bay. I always I need to screen it and take it in and then go back at it. So we use it a lot for just to get a new perspective on things. Just for screening,
Yeah, so this is an HD, 10,000 lumens.
So really, Gijo started in this one room here.
Okay.
6 years ago, and just him and a laptop and no work and no clients and just, all right, what do I do to get this going? And literally, that was
So there were offices all on this floor. So every time a lease came up, Gijo took it. And
break a wall down and just.
then he just started slowly but surely breaking everything down, and then he just gutted the whole thing, redesigned it.
Yeah, when I met him, it was just this space. I was cutting trailers for Gijo. We were just kind of getting to know each other. And said, well, I'm a feature editor. He said, well, I want to get into feature post. I said, well, I just moved in. Let's go. It was like, we're just flying by the seat at that point.
Yeah, and before that, before he even started this, I actually had done a project with him at another post house, and I had subsequently went on to build a international film company in Canada. And then I came back to LA, and we got back together, and Paul was here, and then we just all hit it off, and we wanted to do that same sort of feature model where the infrastructure really supports everything we do on the content side.
Yeah.
Because we just back into the financial structures with the content.
We've all been,
right?
three of us have been dying to get movies made somehow. I've been working at that a little bit at a time over 5 years. I've been out here for 8 years. And just kind of getting a script that I love and then slowly figuring out, like, okay, well, how does it come together? How do you get financing? How do you cast? And then Chris, had a lot of experience with that, so we all kind of just said, let's do it together. And Gijo's been dying to make movies too, so that's kind of what.
So you got like some hungry storytellers that all came together, right?
Yeah, we're all.
And then our first picture is theatrically being released on September 21st.
October 5th.
Oh, sorry, October 5th now. Yep. It's pushed a week, and that's 600 theaters. And Disney Sony's taken it out theatrically, domestically, and Disney has taken it out foreign. And then Netflix came in.
Is going to do this, the world streaming worldwide. Once theatrical's over.
Shine.
It's like Aladdin, Saturday Night Fever, like a dance drama, family drama, like a rich family drama with a lot of like just Latin jazz and dance culture and gentrification in Spanish Harlem is basically the core of it. It's got a lot of heart. And we looked at it, we said, we spent a year and a half in post on it. Just
Cutting.
I mean, really,
Just cutting.
just not even at cost. I mean, just doing it. And Gijo, just pulled the trigger and allowed us all to keep working on it. So now we're on the producing side of it as well.
So this is our audio mixing pre-mix bay.
So it's more prep, similar to the color bay concept, where you just kind of do your first round in here.
And this is, again, this is a Raven. So this is all touchscreen technology right here.
Hey, there's top secret stuff going on here. What are you doing?
Is there?
No.
This is Brett
Yeah.
Mazer.
Hey,
Brett
hello.
Mazer is our head of audio here.
how you
Do you
doing?
want I'm just shooting a little behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool. Right on.
So Channel 9, we're here. And,
Well, this is
This is a cool project with Ike Barinholtz and Tiffany Haddish called The Oath.
yeah, this is the Oath, and
Roadside Attraction just picked it up.
we did all the post here, and this is kind of our pre-mix room. Do a lot of scoring in here, a lot of creative stuff, and then like color, do final mix upstairs. We could do final mix up down here too if we need to.
Yeah, we've done
Well,
some stuff
you
right
could.
out of this
Yeah.
room, the
Yeah. You
theatrical
can.
trailers.
Yeah,
But now that we have the stage, that's.
but
the
this
fun
is
part.
touchscreen Raven console here, and could do all my editing. Could just grab the clips and do everything you would normally have to be on the mouse with, or as far as grabbing faders now we can just turn dials and just touch the screen.
Can you show me it again? That's the first time I've seen one
Was
of
the
these.
Raven your choice?
Well,
Or was it already here? Or?
I have a relationship with them, and we kind of, all discussed it together and thought it would be a great opportunity to start implementing it into the post workflow. I was already using it a lot in music, and so we've kind of partnered up with Raven, and we actually have a
Great
new,
company. They're just
yeah, great
doing
company.
Innovative things.
amazing analog modeling software, and this kind of get to interact with Pro Tools hands-on. So
Yeah, the VMS is nice.
the
So
VMS
how does-
is
Whatever
very
you want
nice.
it to be.
So how does it interface with Pro Tools?
So basically, this is a touchscreen monitor, which has embedded in the computer software, which lays over Pro Tools. So if I were to turn off Raven altogether, you could have, this would just be basically Pro Tools. But as soon as you open up Raven, you get a whole host of batch commands and touchscreen capability on the mix side and on the editing side. So you can even, you can go in like that, do all your editing, move around, navigate the whole project.
Yeah, so this is a whisper room behind you here, so we can do ADR in there. Any loop group stuff we could do upstairs in the theater.
This is going to actually end up being more so for voiceover and singing. ADR, I think it's better to have an actor upstairs.
Well, yeah, it just depends on the scene and the moment.
But the beauty is we have options. That's
Absolutely.
The beauty.
Are you wired through to the other floors?
Yeah, everything is all connected. Yeah.
Fiber?
Fiber.
Yeah, 10 gigabit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So the bays that we're going to take you down to now, I guess The Oath was cut down there. Speed Kills with John Travolta. So JT spent some time here, cutting down there with the director. It's a more private, sort of secluded 2 bays where you can have a main editor and assistant editor. This is all self-contained, so you have your own kitchen. You can make your coffee down here.
Everything's connected to the server on the 12th floor. It's
Yeah.
all fibered in through all floors. And it's all networked. So yeah, we need more of this as we grow, just because of the editorial and the privacy.
One of the beautiful things about this, you guys, is that this isn't. You're not in a cave.
Yeah.
You got windows here. And you.
Yes,
It's
especially
just
if you talk to editors. I mean, editors get like put in closets. Like they'll be in some room in Burbank or Santa Monica with no windows, like a broom closet, and they'll just cut in there for 4 months. And that's part of it, and it happens. I've done it, but so they come here. It's like it's nice for people. It's a little bit more of a New York vibe where you're right in the street.
I'm glad you found successful repurposing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Successful repurposing of Mac Towers.
Yeah. It's a beautiful idea. And this is our blue velvet room. Literally.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and you can feel that wallpaper. It's velvet.
All you need is Frank.
All you need
That's
is
it.
We're
Frank.
channeling Dennis Hopper.
It really is the blue velvet room.
Yeah. And it's classic. You feel that wallpaper. It's just awesome. And again, this is just all about just creating, just a better atmosphere, better energy for the creative process,
Yep, try to have some fun.
That's it.
Doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So that's basically the story.
That's it, guys. That's the tour.